Hi everyone, and welcome to our weekly portion here at eteachergroup.com. This week's portion is Lech Lecha, and it can be found in the book of Genesis, from chapter 12, verse 1 to chapter 17, verse 27. Let us open the Torah scroll and meet our portion. ויאמר אדוני אל אברהם, לך לך מארצך וממולדתך ומבית אביך אל הארץ אשר אראך. The portion is named Lech Lecha, literally, go forth, because it begins with God's command to Abraham to leave his home and family and go to the land which God will show him, the land of Canaan. Let us understand the first verse together. Vayomer, said, Adonai, God, El Avram, to Abraham. Lech Lecha, go forth, me'artzecha, from your country, umimoledetcha, and from your kindred, umibeit avicha, and from the house of your father, El haaretz, unto the land, asher, which, arecha, I will show you. This week's portion is especially important because it tells us of the beginnings of monotheistic belief. Abraham, his wife Sarai, and his nephew Lot leave the rest of the family in Mesopotamia and go to the land of Canaan. We hear of the places in Canaan Abram passed through when he first arrived and of how he built an altar for God. The portion continues to tell us of the famine which came upon the land, due to which Abram went down to Egypt. He feared that the Egyptians would kill him in order to allow the Pharaoh to marry the beautiful Sarai, and he therefore asked her to tell them that she was his sister. Pharaoh and his house were afflicted with great plagues, and then the truth was discovered, and Abram and Sarai were sent away. Upon returning to Canaan, Abram and Lot's workers got into a fight over pasture lands. Abram realizes that if they continue living together, the fights will continue, and therefore calls upon Lot to part with him and choose where he would like to go. Abram leaves Lot the choice, and after he chooses the area of Sodom, then extremely prosperous, Abram settles in the Hebron area. The close kinship between Abram and Lot, which was kept unharmed thanks to the separation between them, is proven when Lot is taken captive during a regional war and Abram goes out to save him. God then makes a covenant with Abram, who has no children, and promises him many descendants and the land of Canaan. Sarai, who is distraught by having no children, gives her Egyptian handmaid Hagar to Abram in order for her to have children. Hagar soon becomes pregnant and patronizes Sarai. Sarai then drives her out of the house, and Hagar runs to the desert. An angel approaches Hagar and tells her to return to Abraham's house, which she does. Hagar gives birth to Abraham's oldest son, Ishmael. At this point, God approaches Abram again and emphasizes his covenant with him. Abram's name is changed to Abraham, and Sarai's to Sarah, and they are promised a joint child, Isaac. The sign of the covenant with God is circumcision at the age of 8 days. Abraham circumcises himself, his son Ishmael, and his entire household on the very day when he is commanded to do so. Thank you for joining us for this week's portion. We hope to see you again next week. Have a great week.